Hi, what's up? Okay, so is this recording? Because I'm not hearing a sound. Oh, yeah, it is. Okay, great. Okay, hi. This is Naveen Ferguson. You've reached the channel. This is a reading for Cancer for the first 2 weeks in May 2022. I hope you're doing well, Cancer. This is for you. Oh, yes, I feel like this is supposed to come out. Oh, and we're doing a. Oh, okay. It's like spirit is just speaking to me a mile in a minute. There's a lot of couple things that they want to happen. Um, yes. Okay. So we're going to be doing a pyramid style for you too, right here. Interesting pyramid. Okay. There we go. Okay. So Cancer. This is I barely even got to shuffle. What? So this is a reading for you. Yes. Nothing else wanted to come out. This is a reading for you, Cancer, for the first 2 weeks of May 2022. So let's see what Spirit has for you. Right here with these two cards, I feel like this is like a key between the lower and the upper for some reason. But we'll get into that soon. So let's see what's happening here. So Cancer, in the first 2 weeks, you have the what do you call this? The King of Swords, Cancer. Okay, right here, it's interesting because normally I get certain other depictions and understandings, and even um, like virtually the main meaning of the King of Swords. However, in your case, I feel that you're hiding your intelligence or you're subduing yourself. I feel in the first 2 weeks, um, you're not walking in the confidence of your knowledge, of your understanding, of your intellectual mind regarding whatever the situation is. You are intellectual, you are intelligent in whatever dynamic that's happening. You have like the knowledge, the capability um, to structure and to organize and to speak. Yes, and to speak truth to whatever this matter might be, a project, a business, a family, whatever it is. It requires intellectual structure. And I feel like you're hampering yourself. You're not allowing yourself to speak to the person or to the group or something like that. Almost feels like maybe you don't want to outshine someone, maybe you don't want to overstep, or you don't want to cause someone to feel some type of way in the first 2 weeks of May. But Cancer, that's the feeling. That's you're hampering your own greatness, as it were. Let's see why I feel. Yeah, Spirit is saying that these going this way, the cards going this way, basically are clarifiers and buildings on a story that's happening. So that's interesting. So let's see here. So then we have, look at that, the King of Cups. I see what's going on here, Cancer. You, there is an imbalance in the first 2 weeks, or within the first 2 weeks of May 2022. You are leaning more so on the King of Cups mentality. You know what? That also gives a level of sense, considering I think with Cancer, your sign is like the crab or something like that. Um, you're hard on the outside with the King of Swords, very clear, precise, almost cold, but you're very soft and nurturing and giving on the inside with the King of Cups with the emotions. So that's what's happening. You have a level of imbalance. You're being too heartfelt in this situation. You're giving too much. You're allowing someone or groupings to push more of themselves on you, whether it's for you to do certain things even more so without speaking out, or allowing people to or people or a group or a person to to like kind of structure and find themselves without trying to make them feel like they're sensitive. Like you're dealing with certain people who are sensitive, and if you said certain things, it could be taken the wrong way or hurt someone's feelings, or they may have their own feelings, so they will feel like their feelings are hurt. Like you're trying to outshine them or outdo them or tell them what to do, and that's not the case at all. But you're being a bit sensitive in that. And some of you, I think it's also related to um, there are some people who are close to you in a working relationship, and you want them to have an opportunity to shine, and to grow in that dynamic. But you also need, Spirit is saying, you need to also bring a level of practicality to this understanding. If you see a certain thing happening, if you see like how would I put this? If you see someone trying to crawl or walk or ride a tricycle without training wheels, um, you to believe in them, that's all well and good, but sometimes you also have to be right there on the side of them just to nudge them up to make sure they keep their balance on that bicycle without the training wheels. Okay? That is a more healthy way to exercise your love, not just to um not just to trust them holistically or keep your distance because you don't want them to feel like you're trying to control anything. You know what I mean? That's what you don't want to come across that way. You have a lot of emotion, but you're doing yourself to step back and let them be, you know what I mean? And hoping for the best, as it were. But there's a more mature way to do that. You can combine, Spirit saying, you can combine the intellectual with your heart in this matter. Because honestly, you're torturing yourself a bit right here. Okay? Like, you love them so much, you want to do something, but you're holding yourself back because it's a misguided concern in a certain way. It's not fully balanced. You need to balance this right here. And I think it's that way because perhaps this person, Spirit is telling me this person or this grouping, someone had a harsh word maybe to you, or a harsh, in some cases they may have not even said anything. They may have just started acting a certain way, whereby you got the point whereby they wish you didn't speak or say, or they thought you may be trying to take the light away from them, but you were ultimately trying to help them, and they may have taken it the wrong way. So Spirit is saying in that case, you may have to approach them or grouping or whatever like that and speak in a certain way where you let them know that no, you were doing that because you had their best interests at heart. Okay? And in some of you, Spirit is also saying that you have to step into this particular light. It's not the other person's time yet. You still have to guide things. You still have to direct things. So it's like a bit of two of you. One of you is grouping of you is almost like help prop them up and explain to them, and the other one is like it's not the other person's time, or you really do need to say something. Don't have your love being misguided. Okay? So there's a balance that has to happen there. Okay, continuing on. Okay, so the Page of Pentacles. So once you get this balance that's going on, you're going to step into where the light of you will show the worth of you. You've been holding back, like we said. But once you do this balance that we just, advised you in the first 2 weeks of May, you will start to be seen with someone to be respected in a way whereby you're not coming to outshine anyone. You have this reverence about you already, but you're coming to share how you got this pentacle. You're coming to share how you got to the place of experience, of worth, of knowing, of wealth, almost like being a mentor who is respected. Okay, Cancer? They want to see how you got this pentacle. They want to see how you got so refined. They're going to admonish you, learn from you. They're going to feel comfortable in your presence to a respectable degree. There's going to be a very respectable reverence here for you. And to take this opportunity to impart into the situation, okay? You will have the voice at that time, and you'll have the floor, basically. And it will be taken the right way. But for that to happen, what's happening here in the first 2 weeks, maybe in the early part of the first 2 weeks of May, you need to balance the two. You need to balance both your logical mind and your heart. Okay? So moving on. Look at that. So once this happens in whatever framework this is, okay, whether it's a business, a family, a project, a freelance, whatever. Once you get that ironed out, because clearly there was some confusion, the sun comes out. Okay, positivity all around. This means the sun is impacting the whole universe, the whole solar system. Okay, all of the planets are impacted. Okay, so once you get this whole flow of proper communication and understanding coming around and the reverence and all that kind of stuff, then everybody on the team will be uplifted. Everybody will gain something. Everybody will gain more worth, more knowledge, more understanding. They'll start to reflect more in themselves. They'll start to see where they could go and where everybody on the team can go. Okay? And this will bring in a manifestation of a physical change in the group or in the situation towards prosperity. Okay? This is getting a level of harmonious balance on all parts. Everybody's the gravitational forces around the sun and everything like that will work. It'll become a seamless system. Okay? There's a lot of prosperity and a lot of abundance once you all get on that right playing field. Okay? This is what the sun is coming out to say. So this is really an advisory in the first 2 weeks of May, it would seem. Okay, Cancer? So moving on. Yeah, look at that. So once the first part right there, like I said, when everybody's getting into that framework, that balance, that beautiful, like uplifting, like encouraging atmosphere, then you will see that the respectability goes into the Three of Cups, where now there's a level of personability and like strong relationships will be founded. Maybe you'll go out for drinks, business luncheons, and all the kinds of the atmosphere will then turn, Spirit is saying, will then turn not only into almost like a mentorship, but a camaraderie, what's the other word I can use? Colleague, yes, collegiate understandings, because everybody in your team is specialized. They're special. They have their own capabilities in their own unique ways. You understand? And then you will start to learn from them. They'll further start to learn from you, and everybody will start to shine and be more comfortable in their abilities and be uplifted by the sharing. You see? And everybody will feel more worth, more confidence as they go. Okay? This is where the blending of professionalism is perfectly balanced with personability. You see the sharing of the cups with the Three of Cups, how these ladies and the cups itself is sharing water with one another, pouring over with abundance and everything, and the happiness and the flight and all that kind of stuff. That's what's going to happen. Okay? If you continue on these advisories, what's happening, okay? It's a beautiful way to have, personally, in office, I think, or any type of business or even family. Okay, so moving on. Yeah, look at that. So once once this balance of now camaraderie, business type dynamic is happening, then it transforms and opens the doorway to the Ace of Cups. Okay, this is where now certain things, everything is in a certain alignment, and it's ready to receive the gift of the universe. It's ready to receive the abundance of love and peace of the universe in whatever projects you're doing. It's going to open up a level of epiphany and enlightenment. There's going to be thunderbolts almost of clarity on various projects for all involved. Okay? This is where the real start happens in the first 2 weeks of May 2022, Cancer. Okay, the Ace of Cups, it's like the beginning of a great love affair almost. Okay, and your environment needed to come to this place of balance. First, you had to get into a balance in order to speak and believing in yourself regarding speaking with these individuals and dealing with these individuals. Okay, once that happened, then the atmosphere started getting a structure with the sun, and this positive vibe started sweeping over everybody, started giving everybody a chance and saying, yes, we can trust, we can work together, we can do this. And that blended into the Three of Cups, saying that, okay, I'm learning from them and now they're learning from me. I'm being more confident in my capabilities, what I'm bringing to the table, and I'm learning, and we're all growing and finding our niche. You understand? We're finding our niche. And once all of that system is created, then the real start happens. There's no more like apprehension, you know what I mean, when it comes to moving forward. Everybody's doing it with passion and love and sincerity. Okay? And Spirit is definitely going to shine a light on that. So remember I said these two cards right here that came on that part of the pyramid, it almost felt like a key of some sort. Yeah. See? This makes perfect sense. So this is the key. This is the key towards this. Remember, you've already started. It'll be starting right here. Okay? And the key is the Fool. This is the start. The 0 major arcana, the Fool goes in faith. It goes in belief. Okay? It goes in respectability of all signs. Doesn't necessarily know what's going to happen, but it has confidence in their ability and trust that the universe will continue to bring things into the fold, will continue to do things as expected or the universe believes is best. And the Fool takes the faith, the trust that will happen. This is talking about, okay, now you've decided, everybody's come on one accord, we're all balanced now. Let's trust one another to get the work done. Let's trust one another on this journey. And that's what's happening with the Fool. And the next part of this key is patience, temperance, okay? Everybody has now come to this place. It's now going to, the energies are now going to like mature and transmute into other areas. You don't know what these other areas are right now, but it is working as a refinement. All this being refined, okay? So it'll take patience on this journey. This is not an overnight thing. Remember, this is just the first 2 weeks of May, Cancer, okay? So temperance. Temper yourself as you go. Don't be too rushy, okay? Give the same patience and love as you would to everyone else, as you would yourself. Okay? This is the key. That's why I felt this was key. Okay? So moving on. Yeah, look at that. The Queen of Swords. So remember, you weren't fully feeling yourself like you were hampering your King of Swords. It needed to be balanced with the King of Cups down here. And you will find that after this key and everything like that there, you will become the Queen of Swords. This is someone who is very shrewd. See, this is you putting on your business hat, like, okay, all the what do you call it when you start breaking the ice, as it were. You know what I mean, with this grouping, the project or the office or whatever, breaking the ice. Okay, and everybody getting an understanding where they're going. Everybody's understanding what the project is. Everybody's understanding their niche, their strengths, their weaknesses, where they need to get the resources, all that kind of stuff. And now you say, okay, time to get to business. We have a plan of action. Let's get at it. Okay, this is the Queen of Swords. Now be careful, because the Queen of Swords can be a bit standoffish. So do not become too hard on that. But yes, it is time now to concentrate. Okay, this was like right over here. This is more like the what's the word I'm searching for? You know, when you orientation, almost, as it were. You know. So now time to get to business. I feel this is more so towards the end of the second week of May 2022. You have the Queen of Swords knows what the plan is, and it's going after it step by step with extreme clarity. Okay. The Queen of Swords, there is no second guessing. You already have the strategy. You already know. Everybody already said the beat. We all made the plan together. That's what's happening, Cancer, okay? So you're going straight at it, and your focus is going to be contagious, okay? This light right here is in the sheen of the sword and your crown, everything. You're going to be you're going to be expanding that light to everybody on the team, and they're going to have that level of focus as well. The laser target cutting through anything that's going to be less efficient. You're cutting that out, and everyone else is going to do the same. It's going to be very. The Queen of Swords is someone who has everything, by the way, in such a respect, very affluent. Okay. If I'm using that word right, affluent, affluent. Yeah, well, they have means. Okay, this is at least this is the. Not to say that you have means. I know we're all growing in different tiers and all that kind, but means as in you carry yourself with an esteem. Okay? For some of you, yes, you have means. Ever to invest where you need to. You know how to budget properly, all that kind of good stuff. Yes. But not all of us always have all the resources at hand. But we carry ourselves with the esteem to properly manage things. So that is the contagion. Not a good, like, I don't know if I should use the word contagion. That is the influence you'll be having around everyone else. Everybody's going to be looking to you as well as a level of example and how to move forward. Yeah, look at that. The so this is like explaining itself. Cancer, the Three of Wands, because everybody's looking towards this hope, this ship that's gonna come in. This is the journey y'all all aiming for. You all of you have the vision. Okay, the vision has already been set. You are now the wands are work. It's passion. It's work, work, work. Passion. Okay? And you're all looking towards the horizon. Everybody's focused on that goal. Remember? Queen of Swords. Focus on the goal. You're going to have a really good office life or family project or whatever, a school project, whatever this is. Okay? The sun is gleaming into everything, Cancer. Oh, this is awesome. So at the very tip top, Cancer, if going through this experience, you're going to become out of it a new person. You're going to find certain with the Two of Cups. You're going to find certain parts of yourself you didn't even know that you could be. You didn't know that you were a leader. You didn't know that you could balance, like, at the same time, your logical mind and your intellectual and your emotional mind. See the logical side over here a bit and the emotional side of it. You didn't know that they could come to such union. And at the end of this project, or even going through it now, you will start to realize more of yourself, who you really are, your more of your potential. This is a great learning experience, and Spirit is saying take advantage of it, because this is building you further into your path of life. Okay, Cancer. Wow, this is a really awesome reading. So, if this has helped you in any way, please feel free to like, share, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon, and if you want to further support the channel, please feel free to donate to the PayPal link in the description box below. I wish you all the best, Cancer. Bye.